Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Good morning to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. I woke up this morning and I saw this news that American congressmen have decided to report the Christian genocide to White House. Official report. And this one comes with agreement. Because they have to detail everything. They have to detail everything to the American government. This is something I want you to pay close attention to. Remo, he made this publication on his S handle, talking about his report. As you can see him holding file here. The file that he holds here is not just an ordinary file. It contains a lot of things, and Nigerian government always are panicking about it. The mainstream media are talking about it. Sarah reporter have reported it, and I'm here to share that part of the information with you. First thing first, let's go to his X handle. Okay, how he made it known to everyone. Here is Ramon. I'm not a fan, to be honest with you. Why? Ever since he said what he said about, ever since he kicked against breakup of Nigeria, not that he kicked it by like kicking out, but he did not speak in favor of that. That destroyed my emotion about it. I don't know about you, but I felt like he's not giving final best solution to the problem. People often do that. People always want to present themselves as if they're actually in to solve problems, like they're actually determined to do something. But they're always trying to run away from the final thing to do to solve the problem. How do you want me to believe that you actually care? You want to solve a problem that you're avoiding to do what's supposed to do to solve the problem. Doesn't make sense to me. And that's where I have issue with the whole thing. So he made this publication and said, just presented our report on persecution of Christians in Nigeria to the White House. More to come. Look at him here. Yes, you are talking about persecution of Christians in Nigeria. Reporting it is good. In fact, I appreciate it that you're even speaking about it at all. But can we be honest and truthful to ourselves? What do you think that is going to be the final result to save Christians from all this nonsense? You think that just trying to warn Nigerian government to do something? Now, one thing about Nigerian government is this. Growing up, we all wanted Nigerian to work. We all see ourselves as Nigerian. We all see ourselves as one people. I'm already a mature person when I realize that Yorubas have different ideology and different mindset in the so-called Nigeria. The same thing applicable to the Northerners. They have a different idea, different belief, different everything to compare how we grew up, what we grew up with. Nobody taught us anything. Nobody. We were not told that Fulanis are this or Yorubas are this. Be careful when you say Yoruba man. Nobody informed me that. So imagine growing up with a pure heart, clean minds. All of a sudden, you are now seeing happen regarding you see you as a kind of exhibit. Come on, that is a problem. So division is the only way. So kicking against this makes me feel like you know the problem, but you don't want to solve it. Now submitting the document, I wonder what is in the document, but I cannot expect much after reading your comment, your previous comment, kicking against division of Nigeria, which is going to end up being the best thing to do to save innocent Muslims, because they have bad Muslim and good Muslim, and which is going to end up save Christians and traditional worshippers, Jewish or Jews people that practice Judaism. That's what I'm talking about. So forcing everybody to be one is not going to work. It's not going to work. It's kind of, you are prolonging the doomsday, and that can never be seen as a solution. So, speaking of the reportage and everything, Sahara Reporter, on the other hand, are here talking about the same news. As you can see, today's date here, February 24th, 2026. They made this publication today, and we are going to go through it. Okay, and as you can see on your screen, the report was presented during a high-level meeting at White House, led by U.S. Congressman Red M. Moore, alongside members of the House committees and House committees on appropriation and foreign affairs. The United States Congress has finally submitted a comprehensive report to the White House demanding decisive action over escalating persecution and buying of Christians in northern Nigeria. It's no longer in northern Nigeria. Today, Enugu State is crying. People in Enugu State are in a place called Ogo in Enugu State. Like many other communities are yet to cry, but the tendency of them crying is very, very, very high. If your governor have moved to APC, forget it. Your state is gone. Including a controversial call for the repeal of Sharia and blasphemy laws operating in parts of the region. The report was presented during a high-level meeting at the White House, led by U.S. Congressman Ren M. Moore, alongside members of the House committees on appropriation and foreign affairs. The submission follows President Donald Trump's decision on October 31st, 2025, to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern, CPC, over violation of religious freedom. The CPC designation is reserved for countries the U.S. government determines have engaged in or tolerated service violation of religious liberty, according to a press statement issued after the White House meeting. The report is the accumulation of months of investigation and consultation initiated after President Trump tasked Congressman Moore, that's Moore, and the White House Appropriation Committee Chairman Tom Cole with leading a comprehensive inquiry into alleged persecution of Christian communities in Nigeria. The investigation included baptismal congressional facts finding trip to Nigeria, hearing featuring expert witnesses, consultation with religious leaders, meeting with international displaced persons, IDPs, and engagement with senior Nigerian government officials. Lawmakers said they are finding painted with their described as a troubling picture of insecurity, extremist violence, and systemic governance challenges disproportionately affecting Christian communities, particularly in northern Nigeria. The report outlines far-reaching recommendation aimed at combating violence and strengthening accountability mechanism. Okay, and that is here it said among the major proposals are the establishment of bilateral U.S.-Nigerian security agreements focused on protecting vulnerable Christian communities and dismantling jihadist networks, withholding certain category of U.S. funding to Nigerian pending what lawmakers termed demonstrable action by the Nigerian government to halt violence against Christians. To halt violence against Christians, imposing sanction and visa restriction on individuals and groups found responsible for or complicit in the religious persecution, providing technical assistance to Nigerian authorities to address arbitrate armed Fulani militias. Okay, providing technical assistance of Nigerian authorities to address violence attributed to armed Fulani militias, demanding the repeal of Sharia and blaspheming law in the northern Nigeria, condemning effort with international partners, including France. Okay, coordinating effort, not condemning, coordinating effort with international partners, including France, Hungary, and the United Kingdom. More. This one is just like Bejangro India, UK. Do you know of the shop? Anyway, the call for the abolition of Sharia and blaspheming laws is expected to generate significant debate as several northern Nigerian states, okay, operate Sharia-based legal system alongside the country's secular constitution as alongside the country's secular constitution. How do you explain this to us that you know that Nigerian government have so-called secular constitution, but in the northern part they are practicing Sharia law? Sharia, like make sense. How can it work? How can it work? Just let me know because I'm kind of confused about the whole thing. Speaking after the White House meeting, Congressman Moore commended President Trump for resignating Nigerian as a country of particular concern and prioritize religious freedom concern. Following today's productive meeting at the White House, I want to thank President Trump for resignating Nigerian as a country of particular concern and for his administration's commitment to protect our brothers and sisters in Christ from persecution and addressing the broad security challenges plunging Nigerian more said. Plunging Nigerian more said. So that's the more. He stressed that the congressional delegation witnessed the situation firsthand. I traveled on a baptism delegation to Nigeria and saw with my own eyes the horrific atrocities Christians face and the instability the Nigerian government must combat, he stated. Through congressional hearing, expert testimony, meeting with the internally displaced people, and engagement with high-level Nigerian government officials, we have provided a clear picture of the threat environment in Nigeria. Moore explained that the report outlines a concrete steps to impose accountability, counter radical Islamic terrorism, and strengthen cooperation between the United States and Nigeria. I also want. Sometimes I wonder why are they actually? How do they like if they know all those things that this is the agenda, they are practicing Sharia law and blaspheming and all this nonsense, and you want Christians to associate themselves in a country with this kind of people? That's why I said if reverse this case, imagine Christians are the one that have this terrorist group, not one, not two, up to 10 or 11 now, in a country, and they are in charge of government, and government also turning blind eyes, and the military are somehow colluded in all this terrorism and everything, and a Muslim country, approach this situation, and they'll be like, okay, let's understand each other. Come on, Muslim that we know, like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Yemen, if they come to judge the case, they will split the country sharply. Don't even feel that you guys cannot coexist. But Christian countries like American, Europe, European countries, they always want to push their Christian brothers to danger. Our brothers and sisters in Christ have suffered in silence for too long. The world is now watching, he added, urging Nigerian authorities to deepen bilaterally engagement with Washington and take decisive steps to address security failures. The government we're talking about are also lovers of blaspheming law and Sharia law. You cannot take it away. That's what it is. They are Muslim before becoming a government. Other lawmakers are acknowledged for their roles in producing and delivering the report, including House Appropriation Committee Vice Chair Mario Dizzy Balita and House Foreign Affairs Committee Chairman Brian Muster and Congressman Chris Smith. The move signals growing baptism concern in Washington over security conditions and religious freedom in Nigeria, Africa's most populous country. Forget about this nonsense. And the key U.S. partner in West Africa. Everything must be partner, because people are dying. You're talking about your partnership. But anyway, like I said, without Christians, without Biafran's freedom, there's nothing if you like, build military base everywhere. Muslim jihadists have come to stay in the north. You can't take it away. What we are doing is to remedy the remaining things by making sure that we separate ourselves from that, which is the only way. In America, they're pushing to have this Sharia law and all that. They're already practicing it in the UK. So UK have welcomed it. You think they will come here to stop it? They play. Nigerians continue to grapple within multiple security crises, including insurgency by extremist groups, communal clashes, banditry, and farmer headers conflicts. These guys are trying. They are still at this point. You are still trying to politicize everything. What is farmer header clash? I don't understand. Nigerian authorities have consistently rejected allegation of state-sponsored religious persecution. Of course, you expect them to say, yeah, I do that. Of course, they will reject it. Even at a gunpoint, they will reject it. Maintaining that the violence is largely driven by complex social, economic, and security factors rather than officially religious bias. That simply means government has said that is one of the bandits. However, the CPC designation carries significant diplomatic implications. It can trigger sanction restriction on concerned firms of security assistance or other policies consequences. Although U.S. administrations have historically exercised waiver authority in cases involving broader strategic interests. However, the demand for repeal of Sharia and blasphemy laws may prove practically contagious. This is what I felt about these people, because you cannot just think that people are foolish. I don't understand. Reading this also, it provokes me more. You people need to understand that it is not easy to coexist with somebody that have radical ideology. It is not something that they just wake up and start practicing. It is rooted in their blood. And the best thing to do is let them have their space to operate. They have told you they want to deep Quran in Atlantic Ocean, meaning they want to conquer everybody and take over the whole place. And you guys, as a Christian country, Americans and Britain and all these people, you will still try to massage it, even though you are struggling to control them from your own region. You can remedy the situation now by recognizing United States of Biafra and divide the country without wasting much time. Anyway, my point, I don't want to say much. Let me just end it here. Let me know what you think about more reports and the plan they have for Nigeria. What is your take? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to share and like, subscribe, and your comment is very, very important to us. God bless you and take care of yourself. Bye bye for now.